Hello, my name is Simon Wenninger, and this is my op-ed video for English 105. The trend I'm discussing is the increase in demand by the government of California for more electric vehicles. This has become a larger trend in the US and on the world stage. However, California has made this a priority in recent years and has been jumping the gun on this and setting high standards for years to come. The first reason for this trend is the amount of electric vehicle sales in California has skyrocketed in the past few years. Currently, California operates 1/3 of all electric vehicles, such as cars, trucks, vans, and buses, in the continental United States, and have just reached a sales total of 500,000 vehicles in the past year alone. In 2023, 26.7% of all cars sold inside the state were electrically powered. We also see this increase in popularity due to Gavin Newsom's Advanced Clean Cars 2 Act implemented in 2022. This act states that all vehicles sold inside the state of California must be electrically powered as part of their Zero Emissions Act by the year 2035, and have set some other rigorous goals in the years preceding. Even though these demands are only for a few vehicles sold inside the state, or only for the vehicles sold inside the state, it is a tall order. Another reason why electric vehicles are booming in California is climate change activists advocating for zero emission vehicles. Unsurprisingly, they want to reduce the amount of CO2 emitted into the atmosphere, and they see cars as one of the biggest issues of this. With the increased concern of climate change, this has been more and more of a demand for electric vehicles, especially in California, as this usually is a liberal issue. This trend, however, is not a positive one, and is one of the biggest problems is actually how the battery is produced and disposed of. Even though an average Tesla battery is said to last about 300,000 miles, or 1,200 charges, which is a long time, the real concern is how they are produced and disposed of. These batteries are lithium-ion batteries and are composed of dangerous metals such as cobalt and nickel, and other smaller amounts such as chromium and lead. These materials are not only expensive, but are labors to mine and toxic to dispose of. One of the most overlooked and ignored issues is the South American lithium fields, where we obtain our lithium from. These fields are thousands of acres of just lithium refining and extremely toxic to the environment. As said by some Chinese scientists, by 2030, the accumulation of lithium-ion batteries reaching end of life will exceed 11 million tons. LIBs, or lithium-ion batteries, contain hazardous metals substances such as electrolytes and heavy metals, pose substantial environmental risks, including soil and water contamination if improperly handled. These fields are polluting the air and water in the surrounding lands, like the Amazon rainforest. Another massive issue is California's power grid. With all these electric cars, you need somewhere to charge them. Daniel Chow says, according to a study by the Pacific Research Institute, California will fall 21.1% short on the power capacity needed to meet the state's 2045 electrical vehicle mandate. California simply does not have the capacity and productiveness to meet Newsom's radical Advanced Clean Cars 2 Act in time. However, the saddest part is that the mines that these vehicles' precious metals come from and the people that are working in them. There are about 44,000 estimated laborers, basically slaves, in just the Democratic Republic of Congo, breaking their backs for 12 hours a day just for a little bit of precious metal to make electrical vehicles run. It is a very real possibility that the metals in these batteries pass through the hands of a slave. Why should we have to listen to some politician's idea of us driving around in their ideal world? It should be for us to decide for the world for ourselves. We should have the choice to break this trend if it's not one that we have heading in the right direction.